So, guys, here are 3 things you need to know before you get into the life and health insurance industry. My name is Abigail, and I've worked in this industry for 6 years. Got my license when I turned 18 and have just been working it nonstop since then. I had a few things I wanted to kind of go over with you guys for those that are considering getting your life and health license and getting into the industry. The first thing that you need to consider, this is not a part-time career. Now, I know that a lot of people spin it as you can get your license and, only work this in the evening or work this during the daytime, or you can work your main career and then this on the side. I do not believe that is necessarily possible if you are just learning the industry. 90% of people do not understand health insurance. You are becoming one of the 10% of the people that do. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you have to learn. You have to learn companies that you're riding with. You have to learn additional products. You have to learn ancillary products, how it works with the actual health insurance plan. You have to learn the difference between short-term medical. You have to learn the difference between ACA and group health. Like, there's so much that you have to learn that, to me, is not a part-time endeavor. Okay, if you are going to make yourself successful, you have got to fully put yourself into becoming a health and life insurance agent. Okay. With that being said, that doesn't mean that you can't make it kind of like a part-time thing. Just know that if you are just starting out in this industry, it's not going to be a part-time gig. Okay. All right. You have to be okay with talking to people. I know that sounds silly and it sounds obvious, but hear me out. You have got to be okay with picking up a phone and dialing old leads that are, 2-3 months old in the beginning, because most of the time, if you start working with an agency, that's what they're going to put you on. You have to be okay with doing that. You have to be okay with getting cussed out. You have to be okay with people hanging up on you. You have to be okay with people being mad because you got them at the wrong time of the day. Like, you have got to be thick-skinned. The reason people get their license is because it's spun as an easy career to make a lot of money. Okay, that's all well and good. The barrier of entry is extremely low for health and life, meaning that you could probably get your full license for under $300 and get set up and started. Okay, that's relatively low for how much money you can make. But you are going to be working older leads. You are going to be calling people that are not happy to talk to you. Like I said, 90% of people don't understand insurance. They don't want to sit around and talk about things they don't understand because it stresses them out. Okay, dialing constantly, that is going to be your day. You're going to be dialing, you're going to be setting up appointments, and you're going to be then going to those appointments, and then probably if you have 5 appointments, you're going to close 2 to 3 out of those 5. Okay, but to get those 5 appointments, you might have to go through 300 leads or 200 leads, depending on what type of leads they are. Okay, these are some things to consider when you're getting into this industry. I don't want to discourage you, but I want you to be fully prepared and go into this industry with your eyes wide open, because you are going to be talking to people nonstop or dialing people nonstop. And at first it can feel discouraging. That's why I say, again, it's not a part-time job, because you are having to build up your book of business. Okay, you are in control. And you have to make it happen. You have to talk to people to make sales. So that is something to keep in mind, that you are going to be dialing quite a bit, and you are going to be talking to a lot of people, some not very nice, some awesome to work with. But I will let you know that typically your average sale is going to be worth it. It's going to be worth the effort, but you are putting in a lot of effort. Get contracted under an agency and be a broker. Essentially, what that means is that you come in at higher commission rates and then you purchase everything. You're purchasing your own leads, whether that be old leads, whether that be new leads, like fresh or live calls. You are the one that's putting in the money to get that done. Now, that works out better, because you could say, well, I don't want to work old leads, so I'm going to go right into buying new ones. Okay. Pros of that is if you already understand the industry and you have your knowledge on your products, then you can start making money relatively quickly. If you do not have the knowledge on the products and you go straight into buying good health insurance and life insurance leads, you risk losing a lot of that business because your knowledge is not up to that level yet. So, like I said, you get more commission. So, you could go in and you can commit to purchasing your own leads. You can be running your own ads because you are your own business. As a broker, you are the business. So you can commit to that level under an agency, come in at a higher commission, buy your own stuff, or be a captive agent for that agency. So essentially, not necessarily like a captive agent for a company like United Healthcare or Florida Blue or something like that, but to that agency, meaning you'll come in at a lower commission rate, sometimes 50 to 60% with life. And then I have seen for on the health side as low as 20% coming in, but you're going to get all of your leads for free. Highly recommend that route if you're just starting out. If you're already experienced, you're experienced, you know what you're doing, go buy your own leads and make your own money. So overall, just to recap everything, I believe that this is a great industry to get into. Keep in mind, it's an easy industry to get into. It is a hard industry to excel at, okay? Easy to get into, hard to actually make a career out of it. So if you're going to make a career, these are the things that you really need to evaluate in yourself. You need to make sure that you are thick-skinned because you're going to need it. You need to have good time management skills because you're going to have to be setting appointments, following up with clients effectively to be able to get the deals closed. And then you're just going to want to be a problem solver, okay? Because you are the one solving the problem for these people. So you cannot just, there's not a cookie cutter solution for everybody. So you have to go in, you have to study what plan is going to fit their need, and then you offer it to them. That is what you really need to be successful in this business. If you have any questions, comment them below and I will try my best to answer them. But yeah, if you are getting started in this, good luck and follow along on the journey. I'll be providing more content on this industry as well as some other things. Subscribe, comment, and like the video.